Lesson 23 The ultimate reality of all phenomena. The ultimate reality of all phenomena refers to the ultimate truth or reality which rules all phenomena and is in no way separate from them. Chapter 2 Hoben, Expedient Means of the Lotus Sutra presents this ultimate truth through the 10 ways of expressing life. Nichiren defines this reality as Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. The statement of the founding verses of the principle of Nichiren stands in the first prose passage in Chapter 2, Expedient Means, Hoben, which establishes the principle of all phenomena, is stated as follows: At that moment, the world-honored one, calmly leaving his samadhi, meditation, addressed Shariputra in these words: The wisdom of the Buddhas is infinitely profound and immeasurable. The door to this wisdom is as difficult to understand as it is to walk through. None of the hearers or Pratyeka Buddhas can comprehend it. What is the reason for this? One Buddha has personally attended 100,000, 10,000, a million countless Buddhas, and he has gained universal fame. He has awakened to the deep, previously unknown law and is preaching it in complete accord with what is adequate. Despite this, his intention remains difficult to understand. Since I attained Buddhahood, Shariputra, I have widely expounded my teachings with the help of various causes and parables, and I have used innumerable expedient means to guide all human beings and induce them to renounce their attachments. Why is that? Because the Tathagata is in full possession of the expedient means as well as the permeate of wisdom. Shariputra, the Tathagata can make several kinds of distinctions and state with skill his teachings. His parables are gentle, kind, and know how to gladden the hearts of those who hear them. Brief. Shariputra the Buddha fully realized the infinite, immeasurable law, never attained before. Let's stop it, I won't say more. Why is that? Because what the Buddha has achieved is the law, the most difficult to grasp, extremely rare, undertaken and shared only by Buddhas. This reality consists of appearance, nature, entity, power, influence, inherent cause, relationship, latent effect, manifest effect, and their cohesion from beginning to end. Deciphering of the principle the ultimate reality of all phenomena, URAP, for short, a principle set out in Chapter 2, Expedient Means, Hoben refers to the world around us, and its various manifestations, including the mechanisms of life. Once this revolutionary concept has been defined, the thoughts of the great sages will come to the fore. What is the ultimate reality of all phenomena? Ultimate reality of all phenomena refers to the true aspect or true essential nature of life. The reality of all phenomena that only Buddhas are able to perceive through their immense and profound wisdom is called ultimate reality of all phenomena. When we perceive this reality, we understand that the totality of phenomena and their ultimate reality are the same. This explains why all phenomena as well as ultimate reality are forever inseparable. The reality of all phenomena, a revolutionary phenomenon. The ultimate reality of all phenomena is a revolutionary principle introduced by Chapter 2, Hoben, Expedient Means, into the Buddha's Dharma. In the anti-Lotusic teachings, there was a great gulf between the Buddhas and the ordinary persons, that is to say, the persons in other 9 states. The Lotusic revolution brought about, in this case, consists in bridging this gap so that there are no longer any obstacles to the mutual meeting of the 10 states. Clearly, Chapter 2 puts Buddhas and ordinary people on an equal footing. From this Dharma of the sacred peak of the eagle, one is aware that in everyday life, although Buddhas and ordinary beings present themselves under different exteriors, they are basically the same. This means that ordinary beings, regardless of the state in which they find themselves, can become Buddhas. With the principle of the ultimate reality of all phenomena, even the categories banished from attaining Buddhahood, Neo people, women, bad people, Devadatta, can become Buddhas. The principle of the ultimate reality of all phenomena and the understanding of great sages. The great sages who will come to the rescue of the above-mentioned principle are called Nichiren Daishonin, Jante, Daisaku Ikeda. In the Gosho, in his eponymous Gosho, the Daishonin writes, all living beings and their environment in the 10 states, from hell, which is the lowest, to Buddhahood, which is the highest, are manifestations of Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. In this Gosho, the Daishonin explains that the principle of the ultimate reality of all phenomena postulates that the Buddhas are equal to the persons in other 9 states. This postulate is based on the fact that each of the other 9 states in itself contains the others. For the Daishonin, all 10 states are basically derived from Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. In the teachings of Tiante, the principle of the ultimate reality of all phenomena is such an important Buddhist principle that the great teacher Tiante systematized it through another principle called the principle of 3,000 worlds as a single moment of life, or the principle of Ichinin Sanzen. In the teachings of President Ikeda, for President Ikeda, the ultimate reality of all phenomena is fundamentally a principle that allows us the transformation of the present. We do not seek to distance ourselves from or flee from the reality that is so full of suffering we're not trying to escape. The ultimate reality of all phenomena is the wisdom that awakens all human beings to the Buddhahood inherent in their own life and builds at the very heart of the reality of daily existence, a world in which peace and security will prevail. Decryption of the principle, the ultimate reality of all phenomena, URAP for short, a principle exposed in Chapter 2, Opportune Means, Hoben, refers to the world around us and its various manifestations, in particular the mechanism of life. The ultimate reality of all phenomena, the true reality of all phenomena, the ultimate reality of all phenomena, a principle which put Buddhas and other beings on an equal footing. The expression ultimate reality refers to the true aspect or nature of life. The perception of this real aspect is only accessible to Buddha, because endowed with immeasurable and profound wisdom. So the real aspect perceivable only by Buddhas is called the ultimate reality of all phenomena. When this reality is perceived, there comes an understanding of all phenomena as well, their ultimate reality. There are 2 elements that cannot be separated. Of the explanation of the 10 factors of existence Junis, in Japanese the first 9 factors of existence from the 10 modalities derive the functioning of all the phenomena of all life. It should be noted that the first 9 factors of existence are transcended in the 10th Junis appearance, Nis. So appearance designated the body and forms of things. Nature, Nis. Show nature indicated the inherent provisions or qualities susceptible to be perceived directly from outside. Entity, Nis. Tai entity is the individual reality or essence of life that penetrates and indicates appearance and nature. Power, Nis. Reiki. Power is the power of potential energy to life. Influence, Nis. Sa influence is energy manifested, movement or energy produced when latent potentiality is activated. Inherent cause, Nis. And is the latent cause inherent in life, which induces a particular effect, good, bad or neutral. The relationship or external cause, Nis. And the relationship or external cause is the secondary cause or external stimulus which helps an internal cause to produce its effect, namely the internal and external change. The latent effect, Nis. The latent effect refers to the direct effect produced in the depths of life, when an internal cause is activated by an external cause. The manifest effect, Nis. The manifest effect refers to the concrete result perceptible which appears as a consequence of an external cause and a latent effect. Coherence from beginning to end, Nis. Honmatsu Kamayato. This last Junis implies that the 9 previous modalities from appearance to manifest effect constitute a coherent whole with the state of Buddha. In other words, all beings in the 10 states possess the identical structure of the 10 modalities of expression of life. However, each of the modalities is based on the state of life of the person. Although theoretical, this principle explains accessibility to Buddhahood. In fact, it implies the possibility for livings endowed with the 10 states to become Buddhas. The primary identity of living beings, Shoho, constitutes the marvelous law, which is, in itself, the attainment of Buddhahood.